now it's going. Okay, so sorry, YouTube, you've missed the first few minutes of this, but you haven't missed any product. You've missed me talking about Yambi Rwanda, so check out our part 1 on Instagram, all about Yambi Rwanda. Sorry about that. And then Kelly also, of course, filled in for me on Thursday. Liz was helping her diligently as well. And they did a fantastic job last week. So I appreciated a nice relaxing week at the cottage. I did work quite a bit with Amy Poore on Melissa Loves Needlepoint, my new wholesale line. But other than that, I kind of just chilled and relaxed. It was really fun. So here we are. Enough about that. Let's get to, ooh, cute. I don't have no idea who this is from.
Pop.
Thank
you.
you.
On it when I look. Sorry.
It does, but I don't even know what it is. That's really more what I meant.
Tahine. It's a citrusy kind of, right,
Chili,
Emily? Like
yeah.
chili and citrus
And salt.
seasoning. People like to put it on the rim of like spicy margaritas.
I put that bleep on everything.
Yeah.
Okay, because
It's good on fruit.
I was confused because Kaylee uses tahini. That's at first what I thought it was, but it's different.
Yeah.
That's why I
Tahini
was
is sesame
confused.
paste, and that is like an actual like dry spice, and it's kind of
So
like paprika
cute.
colored, maybe a little
Okay.
redder.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is for Elizabeth, who's local to us, and we can order this for you, and it's absolutely darling, and her initials are on the back, and yum, yum, yum. So that's here for Elizabeth. This is here for Annie. Annie, I always say, is semi-local to us. She's originally from the Detroit area, from Grosse Pointe, and she now lives, I think she still lives in New York. Anybody know any differently?
I haven't heard different.
She's young and on the move, so her mom usually comes in and picks up her things. So here's Arches, and is this, thank you, Blue Ridge. I was like, and then New York City Marathon with a time on the back. So I don't know if it was Annie who ran the marathon, but whoever did, good for you, more than I'll ever be able to do in my life. And this looks like another New York City Marathon. Fantastic. I don't know the designer of this, but they are really good. So yay, Annie, and congratulations to the marathon runner, whoever that may be. Kaylee and my husband have done a couple half marathons. Kaylee is intending to do the full marathon in Detroit. However, she's been having some issues with her hips, so I don't know. She said she might just downgrade to the half, which is still way more than I could ever do. I hear football season is coming upon us. I know there's an MSU game this weekend, and there's a Michigan game this weekend. That's why so let me back up to my earlier statement. Drew and Alexis are coming to the cottage this weekend, not until Sunday, because of course they have to go to the U of M game on Saturday. So, but this cute little Sparty is for Katie. Katie is local to us, absolutely darling. This is from.
Engaged.
Oh, she
Just got
did.
engaged on her trip in.
Yay! Well, congratulations. Emily's saying she just got
I missed that. I
engaged.
saw all the fish pictures. I missed
So-
that.
Her boyfriend proposed. Yeah.
You missed
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
This is from Kathy Schenkel. We can order that for you. They also make them in a lot of the other Big Ten schools. I know I've seen them for University of Michigan and Michigan State, and I think Wisconsin. Do you remember what other? Notre Dame.
maybe that south of us school we don't like.
Oh, Ohio State. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that OSU.
Maybe Northwestern.
You've been
I feel like
influenced
it's
by Kelly.
Big Ten-ish.
Yeah, I said Big Ten. But I'm not sure if she does all the Big Ten. That was my point. Oh, I am smart, Kaylee.
It's changed, you know.
This is for our friend Linda. This, of course, is one of the Elizabeth Crane Swartz Lulu patterns. And I'm assuming she's doing this into a hat band.
Yeah.
And I love the blue background Linda chose. So pretty. So these bows look really long, but of course it gets wrapped around your hat and then tied in a bow. And then if it's too long for Linda, she can trim these easily. You can't grow them, but you can trim them. So there you go. Thank you, my dear. This is here for Laura. Laura, of course, is our Laura. And she has been stitching, I'm not gonna tell you how many years she's been stitching. Laura is my age and has been stitching since I was stitching. So just a few years. So she has done, and this is so clever, she's done the Susan Battle plaid reindeer, which looks so fantastic shaped with that shadow stitching. And we're used to seeing it in a circle because Susan has, oops, sorry, I'm getting my whiteboard so you guys can see the line, bang, bang, bang. Susan has drawn the circle around it, which would make, I think, a 4.5-inch round is my recollection, and I could measure it, but in this case, it doesn't really matter because Laura stitched it to be shaped and had it finished to be shaped, and it is absolutely darling. So this is in the building. If you see something you would like, please feel free to comment here. If you are new to us, we do take orders live. Most of our regular customers, thank you, are on file with us, which means they just say, I'd like that reindeer, please. And please be specific because Liz sees your comments about 15 to 30 seconds after you make them. If you're watching YouTube, you can head on over to our website. The top menu on our website, the horizontal menu, the one that goes across, the second item over says unboxing parties, and there's always a link to the most current unboxing parties there, and then you will see everything that we highlighted. So you can just comment. We have everything on file. If you are a new customer to us, we absolutely welcome you. We're thrilled you are here. Just give us a call when the video's over or DM us, DM us. So DM us your real life name, your address, your email address, and when you call us, you can just give us your payment information, and it's that easy. So there we go. If you happen to have multiple addresses, please let us know which address we are shipping to. And lastly, we assume on any live video that you do not want threads. If you would like threads, all you have to do is say, and threads please, or send us a DM sometime today saying, I ordered the blah, blah, blah. I ordered the darling little alligator that Laura stitched, and I would like threads, please. Otherwise, we just assume you don't want threads. So we don't have this exact alligator in the building. I think, anybody remember? Do you remember which alligator this is? There's so many people who do alligators.
I think, I'm not sure.
I don't know, but Laura did really, really cute beads on there. So sweet. So we do have this Susan Roberts. Is he an alligator or a crocodile? That's always the grand debate. And I love how Susan has added these little presents and the alligator's chewing up that gift. It's so cute. Or maybe the alligator's carrying the gift to their babies. I think that's a much more pleasant vision. So there we go. Next up, oh, I'm so excited about this. So, this is here for Liz. Liz, you turned stuff in. Yay.
Oh my god. I'm like, who?
I know. I was like, is she looking annoyed at me or is she like literally in
I
shock?
didn't think you were talking about me, to be perfectly honest.
Here is her Let's Hang.
Oh, yeah.
And I was saying I was so excited because every now and then, it doesn't happen very often, but every now and then we have someone who says they want something and then they disappear. And sometimes, sadly, I mean, lately we've had a couple of people who we've been notified that they've passed away, which is terrible. But I do have a Let's Hang kit that I was able to take home because I never got myself one. So this is what Liz and Kelly stitched together. And I'll give myself a little bit of credit. The first time I saw this canvas, I said to myself, Liz and Kelly need to stitch this together. Like, this speaks to them, having them both do it in different ways. So they did one stitch guide, so I can still get this for you. We don't have it in the building right now. But they stitched it with one stitch guide with kind of like a page each of Liz's ideas, Kelly's ideas, and some of them ironically ended up being the same, right?
No, none of them are exactly the same, but maybe same thread.
Okay.
It's
So
like
they
a choose
each
your own
chose,
adventure.
yeah, they each chose things independently. So the thread kit includes the threads to do either way, but there's a lot of overlap as well. So
Some people have mixed, like they've been coming back through finishing, and some people like maybe used my sky and Kelly's
Leaves
branch,
or
you know,
whatever.
so it's kind of cool, all the
Yeah.
different versions.
yes. So I think they're really fun.
God.
So Spooktacular this year will be a little bit early. Kelly is most likely having knee surgery October 27th, which is crazy because she planned the whole thing around work stuff, and now she's like, but wait, I'm missing Halloween. What was I thinking? In any event, it will be October 14th, and we have a lot of really great things planned. Here is Salem, which I think, did you guys stitch the year before?
A few years.
but I don't think that was part of a
Maybe 2 years.
spooktacular.
But that was one of our first projects we stitched together, like when we first
So pretty.
became friends.
And I really want you to see in this stitch guide for this, do you see the noose? The noose is really good, and I don't know if you can fully appreciate it on screen, but it is 3D, rises off the canvas like a little stump work-ish, and really fantastic. So, and then there's one more cute little cutie pie in here.
This is my favorite.
What kind of drink is it, Liz?
It is a strawberry acai lemonade refresher.
That's exactly
with
what
no
I was
fruit
gonna say.
inclusions. That's what my daughter orders. But I used the Frappuccino canvas and I made it pink.
I want you to see how good it looks with my dress. Just saying.
I freaking love that.
You can carry it on your finger.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Yes,
Your
here we
finger
go.
couch.
My dress. So cute. So this is for Addie, I presume.
Yes, it's for Addie.
Well, I hope she's busy at college class and not watching unboxing, because she used to watch unboxing occasionally
During school.
during high school. This is supposed to be a what?
Frappuccino, just a regular.
Yeah,
See,
coffee
I
one.
don't-
Chocolate. You like chocolate?
I know, but if it's not a Diet Coke or a water
And it's
these
a
days, I pretty much
tall-
don't know what it is, but
That's
it's
a
really cute.
tall, and Addie's is a venti.
So this turns into one of those cute little tote bags, just like we saw that Liz stitched. And this little darling is from Saturnalia. Abby is local to us, and I should probably use the board for this. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. These cute little owls and their babies in the Halloween bucket, so sweet. So that is here. Let's Hang, we can absolutely order for you. It's a shop favorite. And I have mine set aside to stitch during this Halloween season, so I am very excited. Next up, let's see. Oops, sorry. There we go. I don't get it together yet. Angie Kirkland from the Gingham Stitchery Designs has created these incredible, they're called Betty Does Bubbles. And Betty is always absolutely darling, and Betty always has a little groove with her. So this is one of the Christmas versions. Sorry, the bow was in the way a little bit. And Betty is walking her little dog, and she's got her Vuv with her, a little wreath around her arm. And this is here for Gail. Yes, this is here for Gail. And she just finished it on this wooden stand. It's so cute. Oh, Laura, Laura, I'm so glad you love your hatband. So this is absolutely darling. So we may have some of the Christmas Bettys in. We have a bunch of Bettys because I love these designs. Not only are they fantastic, they are, I think, 5 inches across. I'm going to tell you in 1 second. So designed to be ornaments, but they can easily be stand-ups like Gail had us do. They are about 5 inches across. Here is Betty Does 4th of July, is what I'm calling it, and I am so tempted to stitch this. All of these come with a complimentary stitch guide. You click on the QR code and it takes you to the stitch guide. I will warn you that Angie uses tons and tons of different threads. So if it were me and I were interested in a Betty Does Bubbles 4th of July or a Betty Does Bubbles St. Patrick's Day, I would start by looking in your stash for something similar, and then having us pull threads for anything you might need after that, because Angie does use a very extensive thread list, and I think a lot of these are little spaces, and you can probably fill in with something similar. So, okay. Oh, Emily, you have something in here. Do you know that?
Yes, I do. I'm really excited about it.
Okay, this is fantastic. Lauren Block, yes? This is a Lauren Block picture frame. I know a number of you have been waiting on us for picture frames. We had, I can't even say we had, that's a terrible thing to say. There was a very unfortunate incident in that one of our finishers, she and her husband jointly did picture frames. And her husband did like kind of the heavy lifting, so to speak, like cut the wood, et cetera, et cetera. And unfortunately, he passed away unexpectedly. And so we've tried a few different frame finishers that we have not been happy with. And we have cracked this nut, so to speak. So I think Emily's been waiting about 16 months maybe for this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
finished
it's been a while, and she's not alone, and I apologize for that. But we literally first got a setback that we're like, no, we can't send this out. I cannot send this out and be happy about it. This is beautiful. So very, very pleased with the results. It is very, very similar to the finishing we have had in the past, and really, really well done. So this is Emily's candy corn frame. So I hope you have darling pictures of your kids to put in it, and it is out in plenty of time for this holiday season. I don't have that one in stock, but I can order that for you. I do have Amy Poor's witch's hat in the building. So sweet. And I think that it's probably a better as a vertical frame, but I think you could sneak it as a horizontal frame as well. When you send in any frames for us, please let us know if you're going to do it vertically or horizontally, or want the corner stand so that it can go either way. So there you go.
I got you.
Thank you. I'm like,
Yeah.
something's here that goes with this. This is for Shar. Shar, of course, is local to us. This is a Susan Roberts 3D house. And I love it when we get these finished because they are so cute. I love doing little things. You can stitch the bottom like Shar did. A lot of people put initials on the bottom. And this is the 19th hole, and we have this in the building. So when you see this canvas with all this like crazy stuff, you're like, how does this all fit together? This is how it fits together. It's fantastic. So we love these 3D houses. We usually have a number of them in the building. All the little buildings are fantastic. So that is the 19th hole. So that's here for Shar. And the 19th hole is here for the golfer in your life, or maybe you're the golfer in your life. And then for Marie, Marie is also local to us. She is the Detroit Needleworks, one of our favorite local designers, of course. Of course, it's like children. I don't have favorites. We have, Tina was in yesterday, you guys. I hadn't seen her in so long. Gave her a big hug. It was nice to see her. So we have a number of Tina, Abby, Marie. Am I missing anybody else local? Those three, I think. Oh, Solo.
Solo daughter.
Yeah, Ashley.
Ashley. Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah.
I don't see Ashley as often because I'd say she's semi-local to us because she lives about an hour northwest
No,
of us. Some direction from us.
Just west.
West? Okay, see, I don't know my directions. I told Kaylee yesterday South Line was downriver, so, what do I know? This is the Irish house, and we have sold a bunch of these. We have a lot of Irish love around here, so this is absolutely darling. The rooftop is fantastic. That we can order for you. I think it's out of the building at the current moment. And then they also pulled the patriotic house, which I love. Of course, 4th of July girl. I was born on the 4th of July, for anyone who hasn't possibly heard that from me by now ad nauseum. But this is so darling. How I haven't stitched this, I don't know. So, next up in finishing land, too funny. Okay, this is here for Katie. So cute. This is the Chicago hat. I'm pretty sure this is from Doolittle. It might be exclusive to Third Coast. Anyone know?
No idea.
I'd have to check. This is a Doolittle design, and I can check with Beth. But this is here for Katie, and so cute. And she had us finish it open. And did we do the palm or did she do the palm? We must have done the palm. She provided the threads to have the palm made. How about that? So if Liz were doing this, she would have made her own. The rest of us mere mortals, aka non-knitters, can just send in the threads, and our finishers will make the palm.
It's not exclusive.
Okay, good. So we can order that Chicago hat for you, no problem. But just in case you're a Detroit Lions fan, we have the hat, the beanie in the building. Preseason has started. When does the real season start? Oh, good. I thought I was going to be dumb for not knowing, and they're having to think about
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's next week, but
Okay.
it's not a home game, so it's not.
Okay,
bad
so
on my
preseason
schedule.
now, real season starting soon, and of course, all
Sunday, September 7th
the Detroiters are here for it. So
versus the Packers.
Sunday, September 7th. That means on my anniversary, my husband's going to be watching football. Bummer for
Sorry.
me.
Sundays are for the girls who like football.
Yeah. Well, I actually watch it too, but if it were my anniversary, I might have other things in mind. But nope, he's gonna be all about the football game for sure. A couple of the Curious Cowgirl bookmarks in the building. This is the ladybug. These are here for Janine. And the strawberry. I have made these as gifts. They come with 2 ribbons. We have found the best way to use them, and I should have brought the book. You guys, I finished the book that Christine sent me, the One Sharp Stitch, so it's here if anyone wants to read it. But you can put the page in the one ribbon in the back of your book, and then you put the other ribbon on the page you're on, and then it kind of keeps the strawberry, or in this case, the ladybug, supported. So I did them last year for gifts for my friend Terry, who I just talked to, and for my now almost daughter-in-law. So we have the pink flower in the building, and it comes with this vintage ribbon. I think the grosgrain is just everyday grosgrain, but the embroidered ribbon is vintage ribbon. The butterfly, how cute is that butterfly? These make such fantastic gifts. And that's that. Okay, I'm gonna go on to a few other things. I still have more finishing, but I should have done the stuff on the table first if I were smart.
All right.
We were just talking about Detroit and how much we love Detroit. So if any of you have toyed with coming, we have exactly 1 spot left in our ribbon class. The sample was just returned to us. So this ribbon class is Tuesday and Wednesday, September 9th and 10th. And Tamara Abdi will be here, T Stitches, teaching us all of these ribbon things. She has so returned this to us. The dimensionality on here is amazing. This would be so good in the self-finishing table, because a self-finishing table does have enough height to support the depth of the ribbon, and the vintage Halloween skeleton, which comes with it. So everything comes with your class. There's exactly 1 spot left. What the best part about this class is, here's the, Tamara, sent me this little kit, and I'm just gonna show you really fast. So I think this is probably, I'm not gonna open this. This is probably all the little embellishments. There's also a thread kit that comes along with it. But the kit itself is, the learning materials itself are amazing. So of course, there's a very detailed stitch guide. Let's see how many pages is in this thing. 18-page stitch guide, and Tamara will be here. Tamara, oh my gosh, I will get her. I am so sorry if you're listening, Tamara. I say your name wrong all the time. It's the Michigan way, I guess. So this, but what also comes with the class, this is worth the price of the class alone. This ribbon tutorial step-by-step guide is incredible. It is how many pages long? 33 pages, and I will tell you, once upon a time there was an incredible ribbon book on the market. It was published in England. I referred people to it all the time. It was color pictures, step by step, and you can't get it anymore. So Tamara has recreated it, and I'm not going to show you all of it because of course this is her intellectual property, but there are step-by-step guides on how to do all of these flowers. So this knowledge alone is honestly worth the price of the class. I mean, I'm exaggerating a bit because it is not an inexpensive class, but all the details are on our website. We do have 1 spot left. I would love for you guys to join us. Again, September 9th and 10th. It is a full day of class on Tuesday. It's a half day on Wednesday. Lunch is included both days. We assume that everyone will probably stay the afternoon and stitch and shop and enjoy each other's company. And it's gonna be fantastic. So I hope you all join us. I know I saw MK Knits was watching. I think I saw Lisa was watching. So I'm seeing people that are already coming, and we're so excited to see you. But yeah, we've got 1 more spot. So hop on over to the website, check that out. I think that's all I got to say about that. Where am I gonna go next? I did get a restock in, speaking of actually the ribbon class, I have stocked up on a couple lap stands. I'm not going to show them to you. They're the System 4 lap stands. They are on our website. And so if you are going to do something where you need the use of both hands, beading, ribbon work, stump work, and stump work honestly starts out with a French knot, things as simple as that. Having a stand really helps you use both hands. People that are really, really talented, and I say that a little tongue-in-cheek, it's not that hard, but I have yet to master it, have taught themselves how to stitch with both hands. So if you have a stand, you can use your dominant hand on the bottom and your non-dominant hand on the top. And if you use both hands, and use non-dominant on the top because you can see, obviously, with that, you can literally stitch maybe not twice as fast, but almost twice as fast. So I haven't quite mastered that, but I love the use of a stand for using a laying tool, laying your stranded silks well, ribbon work, beads, French knots, all the things. So lap stands are back in the building, floor stands are back in the building. We do have the Travel Mate carry bag for the lap stand. We have the Travel Mate carry bag for the fold up floor stand. So those are in the building. The lap stand does come with a radius arm. These radius arms are also sold separately because if you own the Travel Mate floor stand or the basic floor stand, sometimes you can't get the frame clamp close enough to you. So this enables you to extend the frame clamp towards you. This goes on the stand, your frame clamp comes over here. So you can, gives you a lot more flexibility with the System 4 system. Our cordless, it says hair straightener, our cordless ribbon straightener is back in the building. I have used a little mini ceramic hair straightener for ribbon work. Sometimes I use it for Splendor. I always use it for neon rays. Neon rays cooperate so much better when it's straightened. But by the fact that this is cordless, you can leave this in your stitching bag. You don't have to get out of your comfy seat on the couch to turn it on and straighten your neon rays, etc. So these are in the building and ready to go. We also got a restock in of the Essentials color card. Color cards are not inexpensive. However, they many times will pay for themselves. So this is the Essentials card. And Essentials is 50/50 cotton and silk, designed for 18 mesh, and all the colors are laid out here. And these are real pieces of thread, and there's literally taped to them. So a person has sat down and created all of these, which is obviously very labor intensive. So this one is $74. This is Essentials. I have Pepper Pot on back order. They also do Planet Earth wool and Planet Earth silk. And of course, now that we have Milan in the building, which is also 50/50, but designed for 13 mesh, 50% silk, 50% wool. And again, you have real threads on here. So if you live in a needlepoint desert, you are trying to finish up a project, you need one color of thread. Instead of saying to me, send me 5 colors of red so I can pick the right color when it gets here and put the rest in my stash, which, you know, you can do, and people have done that for a long time. Now you can go to your color card, you can find all of the reds, and you can say, oh, this is the red I want. This one's really cherry red. So I would like you to send me 2 cards of Valentine. So color cards can save you lots and lots of money. So this is for Milan. We are thrilled to have Milan in the building. We carry it on the 15-yard cards. They're 10-yard cards. Thank you for correcting me. Essentials is 10? Okay. Just double checking. Yesterday, Emily and I were going back and forth like petite very velvet, that's 15. Like I always double check the card. It used to all be up here. Now I just know to check myself or have Liz check me. So they're 10-yard cards designed for 13 mesh stitching. And therefore, if you have a project, a large project that has a little bit of a color, that's where Milan can come in the door, because now instead of buying an $8 skein, you're buying somewhere south of $4 cards. I think they're $3.75 is my recollection. So, you know, over time that will add up to some nice savings. I usually have a whole bunch of needle minders in the building that are new. What I am very happy to show you, because I wish I could remember who it was, Anne ordered this at the spring market in April. And this is the Elizabeth Crane Swartz needle binder, which is so fun, but I'm embarrassed that it took us so long to get that in the door for her. Elizabeth just had some manufacturing issues, I think, but they are here now and we're thrilled to have them. So if you are a Elizabeth Crane Swartz fan, this is her kind of flat enamel needle binder, and here and ready to go on to its forever home. And Anne, if you're watching, yes, yours will be on its way to you finally. Other tools and accessories restocks. I feel like we talk about these almost every week these days. This is the Project 10 tote bags. This is the oversized tote. It is fantastic for needlepoint. I have these in a bunch of colors. I'll give you color names as we go. Made from recycled plastics, and they are $28. Emily has taken them to the beach. I think Anne has used these to move people in. Did you end up using them to help Addie move in, Liz?
She had purchased some different
Okay,
bags.
so Liz was gonna get some to move Addie in, but Addie, as usual, was so on the ball and organized.
I saw lots of bags like that for sure being used in move-ins.
So fantastic. So this thing gets ginormous. It has handles. It has shoulder straps.
I think it's as big as an IKEA bag, like just for reference. I think
Yes, it is the size of an IKEA bag.
Yeah,
It has a little more style to it. And yes, IKEA
it's way
bags are
cuter.
less expensive, but you know, I think if you're involved in the needlepoint world, you're all about how cute things are. And yeah, so I know that a friend of mine I was traveling with used this for her weekender bag. Like she was just getting in a car. Like it doesn't close. But sorry, I'm trying to. When you first unwrap them, the sides don't want to go in. So I'm looking like a fool here. But
Got it.
She was
I'm just trying to.
show 'em.
Oh, how it's easy to wrap it up? Okay.
Yeah, it's the sides stay in once you can get it to stay in. So it's a great weekend bag as well, and it's like I said, $28. So they are fantastic. So this is the blue and green stripe in the oversized tote.
Yeah.
I have these in oops, did I tell you guys? I'm not sure if I even said it. Inside there's even a zippered pocket. Again, they're $28. I don't even understand how this is possible. So this could sit by your couch and hold maybe your whips if you're anything like most of us around here who, maybe not Emily. Emily starts something and finishes something.
That's what I used it for.
Oh, are you using it for now? I knew you took them.
on frames because it fits. It's rectangular on the bottom. They fit
Okay.
perfect.
But see, Emily actually finishes things and turns them in, so I wasn't sure she had enough whips to fill up
I
this
only
bag.
have one
She
bag.
needs a lineup though, so she can just like
Knock
stitch,
them out.
stitch,
Yeah.
finish, next, stitch, stitch,
Liz
finish,
and
next.
Liz and I need like 10 of these, but that's another story. So that's the blue and green striped with the pink handles. There is orange and pink oversized tote. I do know Emily took hers on her camping trip, so
Yes.
that's what I was thinking of. This is Kelly's favorite print. This is the leopard with the kind of camo inspired straps. This is the Suns. Love this one. So cute. This is the blue and green chains.
That's my favorite.
I have the Suns and.
This is the Monstera leaves. This was one that I sent.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's really
We had this before, and then it was out of stock for a while,
like
and
that
just
one.
grabbed that one. This is the navy, the floral on navy, and I know I had a couple special orders for these, so please know if you see things that you're like, wait, I special ordered that and mine hasn't come yet. Well, they all came. We've reserved yours for you, and we will be sending it your way early next week. This one is called
tile print.
tile print. Okay, I was gonna say it kind of looks like tiles. This is the tile print, so it's pink and red, a little aqua with the blue handles, and the pink and orange bows. So those are the oops, and there's one more. Sorry, I almost missed one. Oh, I forgot about this new bag. Oh, I hope I ordered lots of those. This is the
Oh, the
floral on white.
Yeah, that's what I have.
So cute.
Yeah,
So
isn't that
I have this is now the project bag. So same materials, same company, same affordable price. The project bags are $18. So now everything I've shown you so far has been totes. So now I only have 2 project bags. I had ordered a bunch, and I think you guys sold them all last week. So
did.
this is the blue and green with the pink trim. I loved this last week. And we go to the beach at my cottage, and my husband and I pack up in one little tote, and we just have to walk like 2 blocks. It's not even 2 blocks, 2 houses, excuse me, down to walk down to the beach. So we take a big beach bag. We've got a couple towels, some sunscreen, you know, Kindles, whatever. And of course, I take my needlepoint. Well, a lot of times I have it in like a zip bag that is not water resistant. I used this last week, and I was so happy because I love my husband dearly, but he doesn't treat my needlepoint the way I treat my needlepoint. And so when my needlepoint, Laura's over there snickering, when I put my needlepoint in this bag, I put my needlepoint, my book, my phone, I put everything in this bag. These are 15 by 8, something like that. I have a ruler, I'll check. Emily's like, I don't know. Emily usually has so many numbers in her head. 15 by 11. So I felt very secure having this. So we have more of these in the building. And this is a new print, and it is even cuter in person than I thought. So this is the daisy print. And
It's like retro style for
you can write up an order for me for this, please, Liz. We have a 2-week rule around here unless we've pre-ordered it for ourselves. So I think this is a darling, and I think it's going to look, not that it needs to coordinate with my other project bag, but come on. So I'm gonna get this one for myself too. So darn cute. And yeah, are they $18, I think? Yeah, so affordable. So we're loving them, and of course I love them. They speak to my value system with being made of recycled plastics. So, I also have in the building a restock of books. This is actually this is probably one of my most used books. And I was referring Emily to it yesterday. She was working on a project that has a bunch of repeating stripes. And some of the stripes are 2 wide, some of them are 4 wide, some of them are 8 wide. And I said the beauty of that Needle Pointing in Your Nest book is in the back. It's my favorite part of this whole book. There is a section, and it's quite thick. I'm trying to see where it starts. Here we go. It starts on page 260, and it says counting threads for borders and stripes. So Carolyn goes through explaining to you how to look at a stripe and decide what to use. So then you've got stitches and borders for over 1, over 2, over 3. I think it goes up to like something insane like, let me see, I should know this offhand, 8 canvas threads. So even if you have something over 12, you can take a stripe that says over 4 and do 3 of them. So this has saved me so many times if I'm trying to add a border. There's a little area that talks about doing mitered corners. So if you want to add a border all the way around. This also starts out with things as basic of how to thread a tapestry needle, how to use a needle threader. So it goes from very basics to kind of some layered, complicated stitches. This is a book that handles the lifetime of a stitcher. I think a lot of books are aimed towards super advanced stitchers or aimed towards very basic stitchers, and this kind of takes you through the continuum. $65. It is a wealth of knowledge, 323 pages. Love it. This is Kelly's favorite book by Carolyn Hedge-Baird. It is half a size of a sheet of paper. It is called Merry Easter Eggs. I think it is very misleading in its name because Kelly doesn't like to stitch for Easter. I love to stitch for Easter. Hello, bunnies. Kelly doesn't stitch for Easter. But there is so much knowledge in this book in a small stature. It does have some more border section. It has lots of great smaller background stitches. So this is a great wealth of knowledge as well. And lastly, restocked from Carolyn is her field guide for birds. Caroline was a biology major. She understands how mammals parts all come together. I like birds in general. I like canvases with birds on them. I find stitching birds very, very challenging to make them look realistic. So the most important thing Carolyn has done, and I should have found this before, here it is on page 3 in this book, it talks about icons in this book. So in the book, you will see this little like black bird? It's telling you that this is an excellent choice for a bird facing certain directions. So there's a whole little map. So, and then there's a section on how to do bird feet and how to do their beaks and how to do their crowns, all the things. It is her most expensive book. It is $75. If you have one little tiny bird canvas in your stash, don't buy this book. If you find yourself stitching birds over and over again and wishing you could take them kind of to the next level, I think you will find this very, very, very worthwhile. Okay. What am I going to do next? I have a new self-finishing item that is very exciting. We have seen in the last couple weeks the canvas pouches from Planet Earth. They were knife edge, didn't have any width to them, and they came in 2 colors of beige and pink. Tracy and Tom have come out with now their cosmetic bag. So I'm going to open this up. It is lined in their classic gray and white ticking. So it's a cosmetic bag size, but honestly, I would be using this for probably my needlepoint tools, etc. So it's a canvas bag, zippered gray and white ticking lining. The front has an opening for a 6x3 insert. This is the, they're calling it navy. I would say it's more like a denim color. And we pulled this evergreen canvas to go in the front of it. This is a 13 mesh canvas. I will warn you with this canvas, it will fit in the 6x3 squares, but you're not going to stitch it out to these little gray corners. I think these gray corners are outlined, I think, for the acrylic clutch. But if you're going to want to stitch this for the 6x3, you can use our square and rectangle acrylic templates. Pull your 6x3 template out and you'll know exactly where to stitch, and that will fit inside of there. The 6x3 template is exactly the opening of this area, and I think Liz would tell us where I'm examining this, because she's going to say to me, I don't know, I haven't looked at that item yet. It has lots of overlap, like I can get my finger in here a good distance. So you are going to want to stitch probably 2 extra rows because of this. I think that's safe, because see how far my finger's going in? Liz loves it when I ask her questions on the fly like this. But she does more self-finishing than I do, so she is very well-versed in it. So I would use this to determine your basic stitching and then add 1 or 2 rows all the way around. And that's the blue, and I love this hydrangea canvas to go inside of it. Then it also comes in a light pink. And Emily and I were looking this morning. Again, this is a canvas from Kate Irby. It says birthday fun. Would this not be the cutest like little birthday gift for one of your stitcher friends? It is not necessarily designed to be a 6x3 insert, but all you have to do is line up your, trying to get it straight, line up your 6x3 template on there, and you can see how you just kind of need to add a couple extra rows of maybe light pink background all the way around to ensure that it fits well into your pink canvas cosmetic bag. And then for the cat lovers, well, first of all, there's a black version of the canvas bag as well. This I think is supposed to be an insert for an eyeglasses case. We don't even carry that eyeglasses case, but that cat is so sweet with her stretching and bending. And again, all you would have to do with this is line up your template, add some yellow and white stripes down here. You even have space to add a monogram if you wanted, or maybe your cat's name. Maybe this is going to store your cat toys. I don't know, but cute, cute, cute. So that's the black with the cat. And this canvas is new from the Gingham Stitchery. This is from the Heirloom Designs Girls, and I can't remember, what are they actually called?
Maiden Lane.
Maiden Lane, because that's the street they grew up on. I can never remember that. So this one's a little bit bigger, but again, by using your template, you could line up which parts you wanted to use. So I think I would skip the gold border, and I would use part of those tassels, and of course all these darling birds, and that is going to look adorable in the light blue cosmetic bag. So again, they're called cosmetic bags. They're not lined in like the vinyl, they're lined in a gray and white ticking stripe. So use the term cosmetic bag like a little loosely, but it is designed like in that size. The 6x3 insert, the overall bag size is 8.5 by 5, and it has a gusset of about 2.5 inches. So there you go. I'm gonna put that back over there with the templates. Do those? Not quite yet. We have a restock in, we have talked about this before. This is, of course, our navy leather tote that we love. These were initially gifted to our retreat attendees 2 years ago, I think. I'm getting my years confused. And Liz stitched up this exclusive whips tag this year, but it happens to look great on the navy blue bag. So I guess the blue bags were this year. And now the blue bags were last year. It doesn't really matter, Melissa, shut up. The canvas is back in the building. Stitch guide comes with, Liz, if you buy the kit, the full kit?
The full kit, yes.
Okay, so if you would like threads, Stitch Guide is complimentary, and we love it as a little bag tag. Of course, if you are newer to stitching, you're like, what does WIP mean? So WIP is a work in progress, which many times refers to our canvases, but we also like the double entendre that it is also, many of us are works in progress as people, correct? So navy bags restocked in here, and the canvas is restocked in here. So there we go. I have a couple other self-finishing items. We had these so nicely stacked up. I hope I didn't screw them up.
There's not much rhyme or reason anymore. It's okay.
Okay, well, we're just gonna go with it and
You do
hope
your
it works
best.
out.
And these are
Okay,
just extra colors.
I restocked our fobs that come from the planet Earth. This is the key fob. It has a key ring and a lobster clasp. This is the gold, which of course we love. And Emily had, I think, matched it up with this blue Thorn Alexander eye-cap pattern. You could also put a big gold M maybe in the middle of it as well. We also have Golf Girl with the green. There's Golf Girl. This is from Rachel Berry, so sweet. If you are, oops, I should have said, so Golf Girl goes with the kind of medium avocado green. And then Emily has matched up the Golf Round from Kangaroo Paw with the dark green. And again, these are fantastic gifts. You can stitch them up in no time. The Swell Blue goes fabulously with the sail. Maybe Kaylee should be making this for Alex. Alex is a big sailor, her longtime beau. Kiss Round with the hot pink fob, and so many colors. We must have been really low on these because I think I was like, I'll take 3 of those and 4 of those. The red with the American flag icon, not quite the flag, hard to get 50 stars on something that's 1.25 inches round. The starfish with the aqua. Uh-oh, it's right. Oh, this lacrosse round is good. I forgot about this. Navy for you lacrosse players. Look at how good that is. The colors are fantastic. And then lime green with this cute little floral. Oops, upside down, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So sweet. And then a couple other colors that we didn't pull anything for, but this one's, is this smoke green maybe?
Yes.
And gray. and chocolate brown, and burgundy. Okie dokie, so that's the end of that. Yes, thank you. Okay, next up, I may have mentioned, yes, that football is starting. So this is very exciting. These are new exclusives in our door. So if you are a Lions fan, you're going to die. If you're a Snoopy fan, you're probably also going to die. These can be, of course, stitched over if you like a different team that maybe has different colors. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the series. So you may have seen Snoopy in the puffer coat before, but you have not seen Snoopy in the puffer coat in Lions colors. These are from Officially Needlepoint. They are 5-inch rounds and officially licensed by Peanuts. So this is Snoopy in the puffer coat in Lions colors. And then we also have, I mean, each one is cuter than the next. We have Snoopy with his pom-poms cheering on the Lions. Go Lions. We have Sally with her pom-poms. This is the first time we've seen officially licensed Sally, and so excited to bring them here. I don't know if Amy is watching us, but we are absolutely thrilled with these. So darling. So there is Sally. Lucy is, you know, this is what I want to know. Lucy's holding the football, but when Charlie comes running at it, she's picking it up, right? Isn't
Absolutely, she's
yeah, she's like always a little bit of a turkey, but we love her. So again, I think this is the first time we have seen Lucy on canvas officially licensed with the football. And I had kids that all worked part-time at some point during their high school and middle school days, being referees and umpires. So here is Charlie Brown. My kids looked pretty unhappy sometimes when they were going off there, because usually the kids were great and the parents were sometimes awful. So he looks a little sad, but here he is ready to run that football game. So there we go. So those are our 5 new exclusives. Emily very nicely, and I should have showed this when I showed you this earlier, pulled us some really fantastic Lions colors for these. So she was thinking of the fuzzy stuff, of course, for the pom-poms, and doing up Snoopy's sweater in the velvets, and then just maybe keeping it simple with black and white for Snoopy himself. And because of the black outlines on Snoopy, you can always do a white background. It will always work on Snoopy items because of the black lines. So there we go. So we are very excited about those. I am going to go back to a little bit of finishing, mainly because I want to clear the table, because I'm afraid I'm going to knock something over because I'm very klutzy. This gorgeous piece is here for Marge. I don't know who the designer is. Sorry, Marge does a lot of things through ANG, so this might not actually be a painted design. Can't tell you that for sure, but there are lots of American flag canvases out there.
Can you let them know I can't quote prices of every item you show?
Okay, if they're asking about the Snoopy things, I think they're all $94. I will double check that. I can't see comments, which is probably just as well, but to Liz's point, it's impossible to quote prices live. What we do is we take your orders. Most people that have been stitching for a while kind of have an idea of what things are going to cost, and they kind of know ahead of time. If you are a newer stitcher and you really want to be informed, I 100% understand that. We will have everything live on our website usually this evening, and so you can go to that unboxing party tab that I talked about, the second over on the horizontal menu across the top, and all of the prices will be posted online. So hopefully that helps with that situation. But here is Marge's flag, which is stitched beautifully, and she's had us finish it on a flagpole with this base, and it is stunning, absolutely stunning. I'm trying to figure out how they have this attached to, I think they have used wire and then painted over the wire. It is fantastic. My finishers are so good. So that is here for Marge, and I think it's very inspirational. So there we go. Next up for Jordan. Jordan came to visit us earlier this summer, it looks like in May, and brought some finishing to drop off. And there's always a bunch of fun in Jordan's bags. These are the, actually, will you grab that needle minder? These are the peppermints from KCN, and she's had us put tulle in the edge to look like the wrappers. I don't have the canvas in the building. We can order that for you. I happen to have the matching needle minder. How cute is that? So needle minder is here and available. It's one of the nice flat acrylic ones, $20. And Jordan, I think, has a couple of these. She does a number of trees at her house for all of her kids. And she also gifts a lot of things, so I'm not really sure. There are also it looks like three different silver stitch bunnies in here. And these are this is the green and white gingham. She's had us finish it shaped with a little poof on the front, just green Dupioni silk. These are our fur mink poms. I believe I'm very low on the white poms. They are on reorder, but they do come from overseas. So we can get those for you at the back end, pardon the pun. She also has it in purple, beautifully done. And last but not least, oops, it's another peppermint. It's not another bunny. So we will wrap these back up for Jordan, and those will be heading home to her shortly. So next on the finishing table are items for Heather. Heather's usually watching us. She has a number of items. I believe this is one of the Stitch It sweaters, the Union Jack, of course. She provided her own absolutely perfect fabric. So incredible. So that is here. Heather was also here for one of our retreats, and she treated herself to the Lake St. Clair round. I do believe she used our stitch guide that does come with it. And those are in the building. And at one point these were exclusive to us from Doolittle. I think they're still exclusive. I'm not really sure. But Lake St. Clair, for those of you that don't know, this is the Grosse Pointe is bordered on Lake St. Clair, which is part of the Great Lakes system. It's part of the connections between Lake Erie and Lake Huron. And it's just not a little lake. Like, you can barely see across it, most of it. There are a couple places you can see across it, really, when you're closer to the rivers that are part of the Great Lakes process. So those will all go off to Heather. Lake St. Clair is in the building, and we're happy to send that your way. Okie dokie. Next up, I love these atlases from the Plum Stitchery. So I had Joanna send us one of each color that she had in the 18 mesh. We have had many people purchase our globe and have this finished into a kissing ball. So this is the atlas in yellow. Gets finished into a kissing ball, the globe comes out, and the kissing ball goes in. This is the yellow version, 18 mesh. The 13 mesh also works. I think the 18 mesh has more detail, and a lot of people will put beads on places where they've maybe either lived or traveled or are important to them. So I have the globe in yellow. I have it in coral. Again, these are all 18 mesh. Have it in, I think this color is mallard.
Correct.
And last but not least,
The best color.
light pink. It also comes in navy, which I'm guessing is back ordered, because I know I ordered navy as well. And I think that's all the colors. Is there a dark green
There's
maybe?
a sage green.
There's another green, lighter green, yeah, sage
I think
green.
they call it sage.
I think they
Yes,
do
it's a
too.
lighter green.
So, but these are the four that are here in the building.
That's for you.
Okay. Next up, my new current obsession is learning Mahjong, which I may have mentioned. I had my Mahjong buddies over last night. We had a great time. As a matter of fact, poor sweet Kaylee, I'm so obsessed by it. My card table wasn't quite the right size, so I found this so cool antique game table. but it was in South Lyon, which is like an hour from here, and she went out to pick it up for us last night, and it got there, and Julie was actually with us, and so we carried it in, which took 2 seconds, and we were still going to play on the card table, and Julie's like, no, we have to have the antique game table have its maiden voyage. So we played on it last night, and it was really, really fun. So this does all connect with Needlepoint, I promise. So I brought in some Mahjong canvases, Dot, Crack, Bam, and Love Mahjong, and Let's Rack and Roll. These are all 4-inch rounds on 18 mesh. And then a couple of key fobs. This is the rose colored key fob. I have also had people say they have finished these like a bookmark, and then they use them for a line finder. If you play Mahjong, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I don't think people that play for a very long time, have played for a long time, use line finders, but people that are really still learning the game like something to keep their place on their Mahjong card. So this is the rose colored fob, and this is the navy colored fob. So this could be a key fob, it could be a bracelet, it could be a line finder. Your choice, user's choice. Then, if you guys are familiar with it, and I meant to bring mine in from my house, and I forgot it this morning, but the little tiny like cocktail lamps, Mahjong lamps, they're battery operated. There's a very expensive version that starts with a Z, whose name I can't even say. And then there's some knockoffs, of course, on Amazon. These darling shades are designed to fit around them. So they don't fit around every single lamp that's out there. If you are interested in this shade, I did order one for myself. I will be changing the colors on mine to match my Mahjong tiles, of course. I think part of my attraction to Mahjong, and I know really traditional players hate this, part of the attraction I think to the newer players is how beautiful everything is. And I know some very traditional players are like frustrated by that, but I would say that's bringing so many new people to the game. And this I thought was so pretty. So I'm gonna be stitching this to go around my little battery operated Mahjong lamp. If you are interested in this, let us know, because I will make sure that you purchase the right lamp, because they won't fit around every lamp. And yes, we do finish these. So that is here. So we were just talking this week, we will be rolling out in September our next KISS retreat, and it will be just a regular stitching retreat, but we are going to set up some Mahjong tables in the back. So if you are someone who plays Mahjong and you stitch and you're interested in coming, you will be especially interested in our November retreat. So stay tuned for that. Okay. I have some really darling new canvases from Cotswold Designs, and some that you've seen before. This is 13 mesh slow burn. Love that. That could be a really cute bag tag. The candy corn stamp. So cute. The witch's cauldron. This one I'm obsessed by. I mean, a ghost lava lamp, that is like the most hysterical Halloween ornament I think I've ever seen. Absolutely love it. The Christmas cart, which has little gifts on there, so sweet. The mini sock, room for a name up above. Again, we will be rolling out a new monogram book in September, and I'm sure there will be the perfect monogram for the top of that little mini sock. This flower bouquet, 18 mesh. So sweet. This is, I bet you this would look really good. I should have thought about that ahead of time. You could stitch this to 6x6 and put it in one of the large totes from Planet Earth, and it could be your market bag. So cute. And also the bookshop, which also stitches up beautifully. This is on 13 mesh. This looks great as a 6x6 in that Planet Earth self-finishing totes. Emily was very excited when she saw I had ordered some new Charlie Harper items. And Kaylee also is going to have a cow about 2 of these. I don't know where she is. She's probably working. They are 5-inch rounds. This is, usually they have funny names. This is called Charlie's Cardinal with Holly.
The other ones are fun.
It's beautiful, but just a normal name that I could come up with. But some of the names are really cute. This is, again, called the koala ornament. But if you have been to Australia or have ties to Australia, I think these koalas are fantastic. This one is called the Big Rack Attack. And I'm going to make sure to use my board for this. So there is the grill, and here are the raccoons ready to dive into that grill. So amazing.
Really?
They're just waiting for their turn. And then this one is called Sugar-Free Ornament. And there is the raccoon in the maple bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cute.
And it
Really
does
cute.
come, you can also buy a back side of it if you wanted,
Okay.
which is another full-size ornament, but it's really, it's got this little behind on it.
I looked at that and toyed with it, but yes, I decided this was appealed to everyone.
Yes.
The backside's pretty fantastic too, but I kept thinking I'll be stuck with the
Right,
backside, kind of like I'm
exactly.
stuck with my own backside. Okay, restock here from Rachel Donnelly. So the luggage tag insert. So this is greetings with a little paradise kind of theme to it. And the greetings from Harbor Springs, which is a fantastic northern Michigan destination. Winter and spring, they've got fantastic skiing. And greetings from Michigan with our cherries on it. Love, love, love. Greetings from Grosse Pointe. And this is the clock tower that goes in our downtown Grosse Pointe area. And greetings from Mackinac Island. So again, if you've spent any time in Michigan, you need to take some time to head up to Mackinac Island. It is a fabulous, wonderful place. And if you've never watched the age-old movie Somewhere in Time, check that out as well. You will thank me later. It's very sweet. Okay, Jenny Sandberg she calls these sunglass cases, but I might use them as a sunglass case. I might use them as a zippered pouch. They also will work in, if you want to send a wallet to Chuck Pennell, he can do these as a wallet. But this is the leopard sunglass case, but we were looking at these this morning, Emily and Liz and I. And you could do them this way as a large zippered pouch. You could even have it finished folded in half as like a little coin pouch. And again, they're designed to be a sunglass case, so it's going to be extra wide. So you could also do this as a sunglass case and make it a little narrower if you wanted, user's choice. So all of these that apply. So this is the leopard print on 18 mesh. This is her Hewitt. There we go. I'm trying to remember the names. This is Hewitt. This is on 13 mesh, and again, your same options. That's the Hewitt in blue, and then this is Hewitt in navy and red, and Hewitt in pink and orange. Oh, I would love to have this as like a little zippered pouch in my purse. This is the Hicks braid in pink and green. And either way, designed to be sunglass cases, but lots of other options. I love Jenny's designs. They're usually based on historic textiles. This is the Holbein sunglass case in red. And the Holbein sunglass case in blue. And last but not least, this is called Paisley. I was expecting it to be a little more interesting than that. This is the Paisley sunglass case, which I thought was so pretty. This was a new design to me. Really, really pretty. And this is the gusseted zipper case, French stripe, 13 mesh. Designed, of course, for this part to bend back, this part to be the bottom, and then fabric on the back. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. I probably should have done the purses first, but oh well. we're gonna keep going where I'm at. I
Don't
still have
forget behind you, too.
purses. Yeah, this was reminding me of that. This I have not had in the building before. This is from Alice Peterson. This Santa is so darn sweet. 13 mesh. He could be finished as the triangle if you want a shaped pillow, and I think shaped pillows are still all the rage in decorating these days. But they have also included a slight outline if you wanted to make it a rectangle. But I think he's really fun. Lots of room for decorative stitches, and I would probably do some wrapped pony beads up here and some leaf stitches. I just think he could be really, really fun. I can't remember this artist's name. I apologize that I don't remember this artist's name. This is through Alice Peterson as well. The flamingos and the chinoiserie, ginger jar, so good, such beautiful colors. And the leopards with the topiary, so sweet.
My daughter says I have to buy that.
It's so cute, so cute. I have some other bigger canvases I'll show you in a minute. We'll get through some of these smaller ones first, and then we'll go around. I had, this is restock from Melissa Prince. This is the Fox. This is her new woodland series of her kind of Art Deco animals. So this is the Fox. This is the Beaver. My son keeps sending me pictures from his walk from right near Lincoln Park. There's a walkway that you walk over some ponds right by his apartment, and there's always beavers there, which is in the middle of the city, and he loves it. Raccoon and the moose. I know Anne ordered this as well. Leanne ordered this, so good looking. From my friend Joanna at the Plum Stitchery. This is, oh shoot, who's that?
Rupert, and he's very
No, but well, who's the artist?
Oh, Tara Gill.
Thank
Tara
you.
Romagill.
Tara Romagill. It was the TR was confusing me. So Rupert the Frog, we showed off Steven's finished version a couple weeks ago, and people went crazy for Rupert. So he is hysterical, and if you special ordered him, he is here for you. If you didn't special order him and now you would like him, he is here. From Marie, as I mentioned earlier, Detroit Needleworks. She is married to a lovely young man who his mother has a Polish pottery shop in Westland. Thank you, Emily. It's the same things I can't remember every time.
I can't remember the name now. I can't, which is something silly.
I know it, and it's something like Polish pottery or something like
Really.
easy. But this is the inspired by Polish pottery, and this would be a bookmark or a fob.
Polish pottery
I
Westland.
made it into a cup.
Is it called Polish pottery Westland?
Might be.
I made that
Oh, no.
into a cup for my mother-in-law, and she wears it every day.
So
I
pretty.
love it.
This is Liz's alma mater, Wayne State, Detroit University. This has been on back order since market. This, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to rephrase that. This was on pre-order at March Market and has just arrived. So if you had ordered this darling Bernedoodle all ready for Christmas holidays, yours is here. We had a couple special orders and I ordered an extra one. Susan Roberts, I ordered a couple of these. I mean, this guy is so darn cute. I can't stand it. This little penguin, he's like dancing around. She always does these baubles with the shapes on the top. Super, super sweet. Halloween, I came across these dancing skeletons are amazing, so fun. We love a good Halloween stitch around here, and I think they are fantastic. From Susan Roberts also, and this was new to my eyes. This is a poinsettia sand dollar, which I thought was so sweet if you are a coastal person in Florida for whatnot. I just thought that was really, really pretty. The Halloween mini house, we showed off all the mini houses earlier, not all though, but the couple finished mini houses earlier, and there's the Halloween version of the mini house. And a restock of Kelly's and my favorite scissor case. We're both obsessed with this. It could be a two-sided scissor case. It could be an ornament and a scissor case. It could be two separate scissor cases. You've got room for a monogram up here. I just think it's really, really pretty. So there we have it for small canvases. Also from Susan Roberts. This really darling, this is one of my favorite designs of hers as well. We've seen these in coasters. I think we've had the belt before. This is the tumbling Santa, and he could be a belt. He could also be, I'm gonna let you pull him around here. He could be a purse strap. So I'm gonna reach over and give you a little preview of one of our restocked bucket bags. We are obsessed by these bucket bags. I have them, this is a repeat color, but I have them on all new fall colors. So this is the red bucket bag. So how fun would it be to do this into a purse strap and use your red bucket bag, maybe at one point with the Polish pottery strap, and then switch it out to be your Christmas strap. Emily also had the inspired idea of putting Santa around one of our rattan trays. So this happens to be the large tray, and I really like the large tray because it is large enough. I think it's 14 inches across. Yes, it's about 14 inches across. So you can put this tumbling Santa around the edges. Because it's a larger tray, it is more usable, but because it's a larger tray, the belt doesn't completely fit. And I was like, what do we do about that? I'm like, you go to our ribbon bar. So our finishers would attach probably green fabric with this ribbon on top of it to connect the ends of the belt in order to make it work around the larger rattan tray. We love these trays. They're very affordable. This is $66. They've got a wood base. They're nice quality wrapped rattan, and once you put the belt around the edges, of course you don't see the wrapped rattan on the sides, but you do 100% see it in the center, and I think they're very good looking. So tumbling Santa belt strap is here. I'm gonna circle back to this red bag just because I went through this really fast. That Polish pottery cuff is also available in a strap. This could be a belt. It's a little wide for a belt, so you might wanna narrow it down a little bit. It is 1 3/4 inches. So you could maybe not stitch the whole thing if you want it for a belt, but such a pretty purse strap. Also from Cotswold Designs, we got a restock of our little strawberry pint, and that would be so cute as a bag tag. So again, what we love about these purses is you can do bag tags with them, you can do purse straps with them because they have the D-rings on the side. They do come with a strap. They come with this internal bag for storage. My friend Jody, who some of you may have talked to, was at my house last night, and she walked in with her bucket bag and she said, oh my gosh, I've absolutely been loving it. I get compliments on it everywhere I go, and she hasn't even stitched a needlepoint for it yet. So it's gonna get better and better. I've got more bucket bags. We'll talk about those in a minute. I am gonna take a quick sip of water. Sorry. Good news in the needlepoint shop is nothing breaks. So you guys have seen our self-finishing table. A number of you have treated yourselves to our self-finishing table. And I decided we needed some larger canvases as go with. So this is our self-finishing table. This is on our website. Give you a brief preview. It holds a 14 by 14 or a 12 by 12. So this internal frame, which I'm just gonna stick around my neck, goes on the inside of this. So this tray locks onto the base, and your needlepoint gets placed on the base. If you are stitched a 12 by 12, you pop in your little frame into the table, and now it's a 12 by 12 display. It comes in white, it comes in red, light blue, nautical blue, and a wood finish, which has a slight upcharge because it is a wood finish. So you have choices of those 5 colors. I have the navy one that I purchased for myself that I need to, unbox and pick out what I'm going to put in it. The beauty of it is the table in itself is expensive. It is, I don't have it in front of me. It depends whether you get small or large and wood stain or not. So it's anywhere from like $8.15 to $9 something, I believe. But it is a wardrobing situation. So you don't have any finishing for it. You literally just cut your canvas. If it's 12 inches or 14 inches, you just cut it, leave a couple extra rows, plop it onto the tabletop, put the tray over it. Nobody knows that it's not finished. In the long run, it is very easy then to take that piece and say, well, now I really want to make a pillow for my daughter out of it, or whatever. So I brought in a number of canvases that are going to be beautiful as pillows, but also work beautifully in the self-finishing table. So I believe all of these are, well, this one is 13 by 13. So you could stitch some extra rows, or you could put some ribbon around it. There's lots of ways to make it 14 by 14, or you can just make it so 12 by 12. So this is Santa, and he's with his candy. He's got his garland and his candies all around him. The colors are fantastic. This is from Susan Roberts. And of course, you guys know my newest obsession besides Mahjong has now become nutcrackers, and Susan Roberts does a fantastic nutcracker. I'm going to measure this guy and see. He is 13 3/4 inch square, so very easy to make him into 14 by 14. This incredible nutcracker, 13 mesh. He's so beautiful, lots of room for decorative stitches. I love the golds in him, and I believe I got him in 2 colors. So this is the, yes, red nutcracker, and so he would look fantastic in the white table, the red table, the blue table, the wood stain table, probably just about any of them. I also got him in green. So as my usual, Liz has been at market with me. When I can't decide which color to get, many times it's we'll just get both. So this is the green nutcracker. He's a brunette instead of having dark hair. And I just think they're so good looking. So they could be fantastic matching pillows. If you really wanted to go big, you could have matching end tables. For those of you that are more nautical and maybe don't want to stitch for Christmas, this classic compass I thought was beautiful. If you want more information about the self-finishing table, hop onto our website. That's the best way to learn all the things. They are made in Amish country with incredible craftsmanship. As Natalie said when she was here, they're not a table that you're going to get off of Wayfair. Nothing against Wayfair. I have a Wayfair delivery coming today. But, you know, when it comes to our needlepoint, we want the best. So this is the Clooney Rabbit. And I thought he was really lovely. And I will measure this one for you. This one I think is also 14 by 14, but all these large canvases are on 13 mesh. Yes, 14 by 14. And he came on white, but I really like the red and the blue version as well. So those were all new deliveries from Susan Roberts with our self-finishing table in mind, which I'm going to move. Megan did our blue and white wall yesterday, by the way. I don't know if you all have noticed how gorgeous it is. Or Bryn did it? Yep. Bryn did the wall yesterday. Good job, Bryn. Okay, I still have some more finishing. What time is it? 11 o'clock. Let me run through our new purses and then we'll get back to the finishing, mainly because the purses are kind of a little chaotic. New colors. I'm going to call this, what color are we going to call this, Ann?
Seafoam green.
Okay, Ann's calling it seafoam green.
Yep.
So this is our bucket bag. As I said, it has this fantastic, oops, let me show it to you with the tassel where it belongs. Fantastic tassel. This is a brand new call. I called Liz and I said, do you think I should order our new bucket bags in fall colors? Of course, I'm like, fall colors. And Liz is like, yes, fall colors. So this is seafoam green. They are $166. They are made in Italy, 100% leather. The brass hardware or gold hardware on it is beautiful. These handles will fold down. You can attach a needlepoint strap, or they're provided per strap to the D-rings. These little tabs come off and it does have a zipper if you want to take out the zippered pouch on the inside. So it kind of gives you 3 sections, but keep in mind it's one big bucket. So that middle section isn't attached. So things, you know, can go underneath, but the zippered pouch is kind of nice. And you can do a bag tag for it or a purse strap. So Emily pulled this gorgeous, I think this is supposed to be lavender strap from Pop Art, which we love. The green or the background color on this is slightly more aqua-y than the bag. So you would just change up, we grabbed a Vineyard Silk. You probably want like a pepper pot or a Milan or something, but change it up to a little bit more seafoamy, and it's gonna be gorgeous with it, absolutely gorgeous. So that's the seafoam color. Then, sorry, I'm trying to keep it with it so people say, what'd you show with that? And I remember. We of course had to order black because everyone needs a basic black bag that can highlight their needlepoint. So here is the black bag. I did say I think they were $166. So this is the black. The sepia leopards would look fantastic with it, of course. Sorry, I also have the, there we go, the sepia would look fantastic with the black bag. And if you'd rather have a bag tag, and keep in mind bag tags are usually made so you can take them on and off the bag, of course. So you could use the regular strap along with a little bag tag of this espresso martini. It's gonna hang over here with the little bag tag, and then alternatively you can use the purse strap with it. Next up in my colors, this gorgeous orange. Wow, sorry. Definitely singing some fall vibes here. The orange with the gold hardware is fantastic, and Emily pulled, or maybe Megan pulled, because I think they'd done some of these last night. This beautiful hip belt from, that's so pretty. And this is a little oranger in person than it's showing there. That looks better than it's showing on camera. But this hip belt from Colors of Praise, so beautiful. These are great stash busters if you've done a lot of stitching with pepper pot or 13 mesh threads. So many colors. You could stash dye for this. And these are made plenty long, so you can do with it what we call the Liz finish. And the Liz finish was actually inspired by Liz stitching a hip belt and loving how this end had this shape, but then the other end has this kind of angled shape. So if you're going to use the full canvas, you need to kind of mirror this shape on that side. Hopefully this, oh yeah, it's long enough I can do it. So that will enable our leather strap finisher to finish it with very little leather on the front, and it would be absolutely gorgeous with this orange bag. So that is the orange one. Whoops, there went the red one, sorry. I'd say it was my blind side, but it wasn't. This is Bordeaux, I think I will call this. So pretty. It looks a little more purpley on camera than it is. It's definitely like a true Bordeaux. And this kind of gemstone inspired strap from KCN, be absolutely gorgeous with it.
Laura and I thought that
So
you
pretty.
could make the center of the gem kind of similar to the,
Yeah, change up that
Yeah.
the red and this large leather piece to leather this large red color to be more the color of the leather. I can speak today, really. Okay, then this is the color we've had before, yes, this beige?
no.
Are all
That
new?
one is called light taupe.
Okay, this is light taupe, so again, a fantastic fall color. And the gals have paired it up with this, oh my God, this strap. You have this strap, don't you, Em?
Yes.
So pretty, this
I'm going to
tiger
stitch it.
strap, so good. Because you have a smaller
I have the
bag
mini,
this
yeah,
color.
the mini beige. Yeah.
So cute. So that is the leopard and, excuse me, tigers and palms. Gotta get my cats straight.
That's right.
Tigers and palms. And then new in the building, again from Cotswold Design, is this absolutely darling mushroom that would be so cute as a bag tag. So darling. And I would do this as a shaped bag tag with just a little bit of shadow stitching around. So darling. Whoops. I am klutzy today.
You're good.
I don't have any excuses
Two
either.
more.
I slept, I did all the things. I don't know why I'm so klutzy today. Okay, this color was light taupe, is that correct?
Correct.
And this color is
beige cream.
We're gonna call it cream, but it's a little beigey. So this is cream. And again, a new design from Cotswold. These kind of like disco cherries, so cute as a bag tag on here. Again, you absolutely need shadow stitching on here because the finisher can't go around those sharp corners, but that little cherry bag tag could not be any more fun. And then back to one of the gorgeous hip belts from Colors of Praise, especially with this kind of animal print in the middle. So good with this bone or cream or whatever color, light color bag. Next up, we did get a restock, and I think lots of special orders were filled for our spring green bags. So this doesn't fall into the fall realm, but we had lots of orders for this because this goes with our exclusive butterfly from our friend Christy at Initial K. But you could do the butterfly with it. You could also do this cute little palm tree as a bag tag with it. You could also do this fantastic, I can't remember from Susan Roberts. This is new too. These are island bungalows, I believe it's called. And of course I aspire to, living that life at some point. And that would be a fantastic strap for this. This would also be really good around those rattan trays that we were talking about earlier. For the people that are waiting on the medium-sized rattan trays, I'm still having a problem getting them. I'm told that they will be coming. The small rattan trays in the building, the large rattan trays in the building. We are hoping for a restock of the medium sometime soon. So I have not forgotten you. I know Anne's gonna go bananas over this one. This is one called Denim.
No, it's Avio Blue, and that's
We're calling
the
it Denim.
That's the one actually that Christy from Initial K ordered for
It's
herself.
so
'Cause
pretty.
It's so
It's a really, really pretty blue. And I ordered this
It's got Donna Plum all over it.
sandpipers with Anne in mind. And these sandpipers look fantastic, of course, with this blue bag. I'm gonna get, this is new to us from Susan Roberts. I think I've had this years ago, but it's still such a classic. So pretty. So that, again, could be great around a rattan tray too if you're someone who doesn't want to stitch a purse strap. It would also be a fantastic belt. The last new color with a fantastic strap, I would call this Evergreen.
Sure.
It is a really pretty fall green, so beautiful. And I was trying to ramp up on straps and belts, and this is the Safari belt from Susan Roberts. I know I have a special order for Safari belt from Gayla Elliott for one of my lovely customers that I can't remember who it is right now. But this is the Susan Roberts Safari belt, and again, belt, purse strap, around a tray, acrylic tray, like all sorts of things. And I have been fortunate enough to have been on the Safari. My parents took me when I was in my 20s. And I think Susan's done a fantastic job with these animals. I would probably change it to a blue background, of course. Look at the ostrich. Oh my God, so good. Okay, so that's it for purses. And I've got a little bit more finishing. Emily's got me so organized here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, next up in finishing land. This is from Stitching with Stacy. I believe these were new releases at this fall market. So Wanda stitched this up, or fall market? Yeah, spring market. I can't remember, spring market. No, because guess what? I have it all, no, it is Stitching with Stacy. This is the standing flamingo. So cute. My finishers put this darling flamingo fabric on the back and Dupioni silk on the sides. So cute. And I think there's 3 different versions of these flamingos from Stitching with Stacy. So inspired by some ceramics, if you want 3 different varieties, let me know. I can send you pictures of what the other ones are. Next up is, oh my gosh, so sweet. Tooth Fairy pillow here for Carter. Carter is so good to us. So sweet. Tooth Fairy pillow, this I believe is from the Meredith collection. And she's added bugle beads to the top of the ice cream, and it is so good. So I know that she's got grandchildren. I thought it's still on the way, but maybe they have since arrived. For Julie, who I spent so much time with yesterday on our live, is her Believe tag. And her gingerbread, I believe the gingerbread girl is from Love MHP. So cute. Okay, next up. Let's see. For Jordan, we showed some finishing for Jordan earlier. She has stitched the Peppermint House. And I have a stitch guide for this that I love doing, but Jordan will do decorative stitches, but she really is a lover of basket weave, and it is so beautiful. I can see why. She did provide her own fabric. She wanted this darling pink and white gingham, and the Peppermint House is here. I think we have the Peppermint House in the building. I should look in here before I start talking, because somebody put stuff in my bin for me. It doesn't look like we have the Peppermint House here, but happy to order that for you. We also have for Julie. Julie's the big winner on finishing today. We have her pink house. My finishers do such an incredible job with these, with the velvet, tone-on-tone embroidery on the back. Julie has a nice balanced monogram, which I'm always jealous of. Your bows are perfect, Julie. This is the pink village house, and that is here and in the building. We also have the stable for Julie. So sweet. I've done the Peppermint House, and every time I see these, I'm like, which one am I going to do next? I'm not really sure. They're all so good. She is coming out with a book shop, so that might have to be my next one. You guys know my love of reading. So that is not available yet, but that is, she's shown sneak peeks of that. And lastly for Julie is the bakery. So fantastic. There is the bakery. Bows need a little, bows got a little twisted in shipment. We'll just twist those back around to where they belong. But there's the bakery, and she's done some really cute little decorative stitches on them. And that canvas is also in the building. I've got the rest of Julie's paperwork here. Sorry, this is all, that's all Julie, thank you. Then, what is this? Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. This is here for Mary. I think Mary is local to us. And one of her, I don't know this for sure. I don't know who stitched it, but Mary turned it in. And this is so sweet because it is one of the kids' kits from Dalda, which we sell. This is the mermaid. Oh my gosh. And the cutest little mermaid fabric on the back. And put into one of the acrylic coasters that we sell to protect the needlepoint, and so it can stand up as a display. It could be used as a coaster. I don't think we have the mermaid in the building, but we can easily order that darling mermaid for you. We do have the whale in the building, and these are like kind of starter kits. They come with directions, they come with a canvas, they come with classic wool 3-ply thread, and a needle, and I think maybe even a needle threader. I can't quite remember. Let's see. Yes, a needle threader. So those are, we've got more of those on our website. So if you search beginner kit, or if you search Deelda, Deelda, you will see what options we have in the building. These two are more LaPointe villages, but what's really fun with these is they're finished completely differently. So these are for Margaret. Margaret is been a longtime customer of ours, and she had us finish them flat. So this is the sleigh. And if we don't have this in the building right now, I can order this for you. She's done a really fun background stitch, really cute little decorative stitches on all the presents. And there's a pocket in the back that she will use these little stands to slide in. Well, I can't do it live. It's not that hard, but those just slide in, and there's a couple of them to hold that up. And she's also had us finish the peppermint house that way as well. And I do believe Margaret used my stitch guide for the peppermint house. So really, really fun to see them completely differently. If you're someone who wants to make sure you've got plenty of storage space, these store much easier than having the gusseted ones. Phew, okay, I think I did everything. Wowee. Trying to think what reminders we have for you all. We will have a new trunk show in the house next week sometime. If you haven't signed up for our emails, please take some time to do a quick sign up for our emails, and our email subscribers usually get the first dibs on the trunk shows. Of course, anything from a trunk show can be reordered, but it's always nice to know that when you order, you're getting it. So new trunk show will be in the building next week. Again, we've got one spot left in that Halloween class, so the Halloween ribbon class. So I'm very excited about it and hope that one more person just dives in and joins us. It's going to be great. Anything else coming up? Our KISS retreat, the end of the month of September, is full. We will be rolling out November one, mid-November. And again, that will have a little mahjong theme going on with it, but really it's a stitching retreat. It's just that if you want to take a break from stitching and go do a game of mahjong in the back, we'll have tables set up. So I think that's it. Anything else we need to announce? Okay. Give us about an hour and a half before you start calling us, just so we can audit everything and get ourselves organized. And then we're happy to take your calls and help you out. So thank you so much for spending time with us. We appreciate you all, and we'll see you soon. Bye.